Macho Camacho, the three-time world champion, owns the second longest winning streak among active fighters behind Julio Cesar Chavez. Camacho says signing to fight Chavez in September has given him back his motivation to fight. And the Macho Man always brings out the mixed reaction. This is the big crowd here at the Hilton. And the Macho Man always brings out the mixed reaction from the crowd. You get the sense there is a theme to his antics tonight. Following the long layoff, Camacho says the hunger, the desire is back. His first desire to become a three-time world champ, he did that. His desire right now is to beat Chavez. Let's see how they stack up to the tail of the tape. Camacho at 30. Van Kirk turned 29 this past Monday. At 5'8", Van Kirk has the inch-and-a-half height advantage. Both are 148. This is the heaviest Camacho has ever been, and that's 8 pounds more than what is expected against Chavez in September, and the reach 2-inch advantage for the Macho Man. The Nevada rules, 10-point must system. 3 judges scoring the fight, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round. So here at the Las Vegas Hilton, we're getting set for this matchup of super lightweights, Hector Macho Camacho and Eddie Van Kirk. Let's get the official introductions from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the beautiful Las Vegas Hilton as Don King Productions in association with the Las Vegas Hilton present the Triple Crown Showdown. At this time, we bring to you the first of our 3 featured bouts of the evening, a super lightweight featured attraction scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Presenting the judges at ringside for this bout, we have Bill Graham, Dave Moretti, and Paul Smith, and the referee in charge from Las Vegas, Nevada, Joe Cortez. All right, fans, here we go. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing black trunks with red, white, and blue trim, and fighting out of Baltimore, Maryland. He weighed in at 148 pounds, and he enters the ring with a record of 26 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws with 13 wins by way of knockout. Welcome the fighter known as Speedy, Eddie Van Kirk. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner in this 10-round special attraction. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with multicolored trim, fighting out of the Osage Reservation in Florida by way of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. He weighed in the same weight of 148 pounds. His record includes 40 victories, no defeats, and 1 no contest with 17 wins by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the #2 super lightweight contender by the WBC. Welcome to 3-time world champion, the undefeated Hector Macho Camacho. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Joe Cortez.
gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
A non-title affair between Hector Camacho and Eddie Van Kirk, scheduled for 10, a matchup of super lightweights. Camacho, coming in at 148 pounds, told us he didn't think the extra weight would slow him down. There was a rumor that he injured his elbow. Well, he told us that while sparring recently with Obakar, he threw a left, extending the elbow, and it snapped, but he said it is absolutely no problem now.
It looks like he's standing a little more, a little different than his normal side moving, trying to get the straight left hand across. The weight doesn't look bad on him, but I wonder what it'll take out him bringing it back down 8 pounds.
He says he's not really overly concerned with his conditioning. He's happy he took the year off. He got to regroup, refill his tank, and get back that hunger.
He mentioned, too, that emotionally he thinks he needed a break from the game and just take some time off, and think that's helped him.
Meanwhile, Eddie Van Kirk, out of Baltimore, Maryland, took this fight on about 2 weeks' notice, and he gets tagged with a swift combination to the head. Van Kirk went down to one knee.
He got caught coming in. He never saw the punch.
Gets the 8th count from referee Joe Cortez. Here in the first round, Van Kirk is in trouble. He is a blue-collar fighter. He is not a quitter. He is a leader. And he is getting a barrage from Camacho.
He said he wanted to make a fight of it, make him blow, fight his fight. Certainly, Camacho's obliged him. It's not working out at all for him.
He said he would like to get Camacho in a brawl. Well, he has.
He certainly has, and he's getting the bad end of the stick right now.
Usually that's something that's difficult to do, Bobby, as you know, because Camacho likes to move around so much. He is not a standstill puncher, but so far Eddie Van Kirk is getting the worst of this thing.
He mentioned that he was doing some things in the gym, working on standing and getting a straight left with a little more power, and I'm sure the weight has helped him a little bit here as well.
And against a southpaw like Camacho, he said he'll try to go with a straight hand and a double hook. Bobby, what methods do you try to use to combat a southpaw?
Well, with a southpaw, a lot of times a straight right hand and a left hook to the body does work, but it depends on the style of the southpaw. With this type of guy, you probably have to push him back more, be a little more of a street fighter, rough him up a little bit, but you have to work the body and take the legs away.
40 seconds remaining in a very tough first round for Eddie Van Kirk, who took 26 stitches on his head 2 fights ago against the veteran Edwin Kirk. So he told us that, yes, his cut man will have his work cut out for him.
He mentioned that the most important punch today was going to be his jab. Jab, jab in, and he has not been doing that.
Yes, he told us he'll look to jab from the first round on, try to slow Camacho down and also work the body. But round 1 has belonged to the Macho Man. As we head for the bell.
Well, here we see the knockdown coming up. Van Kirk's on his way in, gets countered with a left hand. He never sees it, down to his knees. From another angle, the same situation. Here he comes in, gets countered, never sees it, heads up in the air. The chin gets snapped back, down on his knees again. One more time from another side. Camacho slips as he always does, good speed. And again, when you get caught looking, sometimes the effects are devastating.
Round 2. As Van Kirk survives a knockdown in the opening round. Eddie Van Kirk had a good amateur career, as we mentioned earlier. Also a former standout high school quarterback who was too small to play college football. He was recruited by West Virginia University.
I've watched Eddie fight before, and he's a tough kid, a gritty kid, but I think he underestimated the amount of power that Camacho still has.
And Camacho told me why he wasn't motivated during that year-plus layoff. He said the Mancinis, the Brambles, the Rosarios, they lost. No super purses to be motivated by. He said, I had everything to lose and nothing to gain. Signing to fight Chavez has revitalized Macho Camacho.
Well, I'll tell you what, he will have his hands full next month with that one.
And there is some bad blood between Camacho and Chavez. Earlier this week, Chavez said, I want to shut his mouth up and quiet him for good, adding, the Camacho fight is the most important fight of my career and the most important in Mexico. Chavez said all of Mexico hates Camacho.
I suspect there's a big rivalry with the Spanish-speaking world here, and it's going to be all on the line in a month.
That'll be a big pay-per-view event, September the 12th, right here in Las Vegas between Camacho and Chavez. So things have settled down a bit here after that frenetic pace of round one, most of the punishment being administered by Hector Macho Camacho.
The Macho Man is still moving a lot less than he normally does. He's still standing a little more, punching a little more. I'm not sure if it's the weight. I'm not sure if it's his new technique or style.
I get the feeling we'll find out from the mouth of Camacho after the fight.
Well, he's not shy. He'll tell you about it.
Meanwhile, Van Kirk boldly told us yesterday this is a tune-up for me. Pretty cocky. The fact that they're already selling tickets for Chavez Camacho doesn't bother me. Yes, they did go on sale beginning today. He said, I want to be the spoiler. It's worth the risk. And really it is for a guy like Van Kirk.
Well, certainly he has nothing to lose. No one expects him to win. He doesn't have that type of record or that type of real ability. And here he's in a situation to be an incredible spoiler. He's constantly trying to throw that right hand and catch Camacho with it, but Camacho's leaning out, he's rocking, he's firing back, and now I think I see a cut over Van Kirk's eye.
There's a good left hand by Camacho, which snapped Van Kirk's head back. And blood from above the right eye of Van Kirk. He did tell us he's a bleeder.
Let's don't do that when I'm working on this eye now. Okay. He's got a pretty good cut, so don't, let me work on it. Go ahead, John. Do whatever you have to do. How you doing, Eddie? Can you feel that eye okay? Yeah. Okay.
Agua. Ya no tienes que buscar otro lado.
Right? Put a flurry of punches together. You hit him real fast, and come right back real fast. Just stay busy on it.
Jálate para atrás y vuelve con esta mano recta.
Va cortado, Moving. Hey, come on, Mike. Let's go.